I'm Leah and I chose the Hispanic Standard. I'll start with Mexican immigrants. A lot of them leave Mexico because of its high crime and drug trafficking rates, unemployment, and their current water shortage. Globally, they rank 19 on homicides per 10,000 people, and 62 out of 100,000 people die from violence each year, and that percentage has been growing since 2014. 24% of 25 to 35-year-olds have a college secondary degree, which means they went to college, and their current water shortage is caused because they have a massive draining system for the reoccurring floods, so all of their rainfall goes straight down the drainage system. Moving on to Cuban Americans. Cuban immigrants. They started immigrating here in 1959 because of a communist revolution. Many of the Cubans who came here from that were wealthy, and it was to escape the political conflict. Then more people started coming because Spain has started raising their taxes and prevented Cubans from being being government officials, and they even had concentration camps for like the Cuban rebels who didn't want to believe in what Spain believed in. And also because of their earthquakes, like in 1932 they had like this really bad earthquake and over 15,000 people died, and a lot of homes were damaged or destroyed. So yeah, they came here for better climate and the freedom of political views. Moving on to Puerto Ricans. Many Puerto Ricans started coming to the United States after World War II and moved here for industrial jobs in factories. Even though Puerto Ricans technically aren't immigrants when they come from Puerto Rico to the United States, a lot of them came because they were military veterans and affordable air travel. There was a religious liberty bill which one of their government officials were trying to pass, and it would basically legalize discrimination against certain religions and people. So a lot of them came here for religious and political freedom as well. I also did a poem. So yeah. Home is to feel like wildflowers in a gentle breeze, while family is like a baobab. Here money does not flow as rivers do, but laughter echoes to the heights of thunder. The cries of broken households aren't to be heard, and the virus of ignorance will continue to spread. While money adds and jobs multiply, we gather the soles of our shoes. I'm going to do a brief explanation on this because I want to make sure that you know that I hit all the standards. Well, at least I tried to, or I was close to hitting them at least. So, the first stanza, home is supposed to feel like wildflowers in a gentle breeze, while family is like a baobab. Here money does not flow as rivers do, but laughter echoes to the heights of thunder. Basically, I was saying how home is supposed to be somewhere where you can relax, somewhere where you can be comfortable, but you're not able to do that if there's a lot of violence and crime going on around you. But Hispanics, because I read a couple of diaries to really make sure that I was able to try to put myself in their shoes. A lot of them have like amazing willpower and also a crazy drive, especially for their family. Like some fathers and older siblings will go out by themselves to the United States just to work and send money back so that their younger siblings didn't have to grow up in the same environment or in the same circumstances that they had to. I tried to use a baobab to represent that because they're like these like really like thick trees, like with like really deep and like big roots. It's like the trunks are huge and like the trunks like really like thick and like the roots go really deep and they're really strong. And yeah, like family. And then the rivers, and then here money does not flow as the rivers do, but laughter echoes to the heights of thunder. Basically, when you come from a more humble background, you don't take things for granted. therefore, even though you don't have money, a lot of things, you find joy in a lot of things. The simple things really do, you really do appreciate the simple things. That's what I meant by that. And the cries of broken households aren't to be heard, and the virus of ignorance will continue to spread. Well, with our current president, many immigrant families are being broken up without media coverage and without help and the proper lawyers for court. So it's really hard for those families to reconnect and be safe. And then the virus of ignorance will continue to spread. A lot of people think of Mexicans and Hispanic immigrants that they're only good for cleaning like porta potties and doing labor work, when many of them are actually here to reach greater heights, to become doctors and become those lawyers and become those mechanics and engineers and inventors and things like that. And then while the money adds and jobs multiply, we gather the soles of our shoes. All I was saying is that because
I am honestly so sorry. I did not even mean to talk that much.
There's a great economic difference. Like one US dollar, like 89 pesos. And we do have a lot of labor jobs open because people who are from the United States aren't looking for those kind of jobs. So the Hispanics come and do them. So they gather their shoes and they come here. Thank you for watching. As I was editing, I realized I had to cut out a lot of the parts that sounded like I had a lisp, or where I started stuttering or saying like and or a lot. So I apologize for the video being so choppy.